Welcome to the Kingdom Podcast, featuring Commissioner Christine King, where all voices are heard.
Welcome to another episode of the Kingdom Podcast, where we discuss all things City of Miami. I am your host, Christine King, Chairwoman of the City of Miami Commission and Commissioner for District 5. Today, I'm joined by Trina Kearse. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Because everybody knows Katrina. But everybody knows her as Trina, the baddest bitch.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say that? I can say that because it's true. She's my guest. She is a homegrown Miami royalty, rap royalty, and it is such an honor to have you as a guest on my podcast. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, I want to tell you a fun fact.
Okay.
I mentioned before we started rolling, we film, and you can listen to this, it's being filmed in the Historic Lyric Theater.
Okay.
My production team, they were just fanning you. And they told me this fun fact. Did you know that the official Everglades National Park TikTok account plays all of your music?
Actually, I found that out a day ago.
Did you?
Yes. People were tagging me, and I kept seeing like alligators and all this stuff, and I'm like, what is going on? I know I didn't put this song on this commercial, and I actually clicked on it, and I watched the whole thing. I just actually sent it to my manager with the big eyes, like, hey, what's this? And I saw it. I was like, wow. Like, really, one day ago I saw it.
But they play a lot of your music. They play a lot of your music. And,
I just saw that.
It really just works. It just works. Music is universal.
Yes.
Music is universal.
Yes.
How does it feel to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Baddest Bitch?
It's amazing. You know, it's just been 25 years of undeniable moments. Life, trials, tribulations, learning, growing, traveling, seeing all over the world, building, branding, meeting a lot of people, and yeah, this is what I have been doing 25 years in my life. And to celebrate it, sometimes when I look back, it's like, this has been 25 years? Do it seem like it? Maybe just from the traveling part it does, but just in real lifetime, it's like, time is just flying.
Yes.
Like flying.
When you're having fun.
Yeah.
When
absolutely.
you're doing what you love
to do. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. I agree.
Because you have made such a impact. Your footprint is on all of our hearts.
Thank you.
Right? And we are so proud to call you our own.
Thank you.
And not only do you elevate the music scene, but you also, which is what I love, give back to the community. Every year we have a Trina Day in Liberty City. Tell us about that.
I'm just really honored and thankful to actually have the day. I work really hard, and I grew up on 15th Avenue. My mom has a business on 15th Avenue that's like historic to my family. It's been there before I was born, and to still have it, to see it still here years later, and to just come back and be able to give back to the city. The kids every day, they're growing. Some of them are less fortunate. They just happy. They want to come outside. I could have chose like anywhere to celebrate Trina Day. Actually, the very first Trina Day Diamond Dog Foundation Give Back was here at the Lyric Theater.
Was it?
Yes, it was here. This was my very first time coming here, and we did it here. And so after that, I decided I want to take it to like the streets, like right where I come from. I want the kids to, because we had like special schools and stuff to come out that was here, but I wanted everybody to be a part of it, like the whole entire community, the kids that are growing up, the kids that wasn't here when I was young like them, and now they are the new kids, and they're just seeing the neighborhood and just growing up and, just try to build it up and make it better for them. And just be able to do it right there where I still have a place and a space in the city feels amazing.
And you are inspiring young girls.
Yes.
And that's what's so important.
Yes.
Because they look at you and say, I can do that.
Yeah.
They look at me and say, I can do that.
Yeah.
And without much fanfare, we're just doing what we do. But you touch a life and you might not even know that you've done it. but they'll say something years from now. It was because I went to Trina Day, and she was so kind to me, and is why I'm standing here today. And that is huge.
Yes, thank you.
That is so big for us to be role models for the things that we are doing to better the community.
Absolutely.
And, you know, that you get to do what you love and you give back.
Yes.
I think that's what Dr. King wanted of us. That is exactly what he wanted of us. And I love that. You are also a celebrity on television.
Yes, I am.
Tell us about that.
It's reality television. I did it. This is my 7th season. We just starting now. Well, Trina Day will be like our first time filming again this year. It's been a ride, you know. It's 7 years, but it's reality, you know. Mainly through the show, I just gravitate and show my life, you know. If it's music, you know. This year I got a chance to show my book coming out and just traveling. I got to show a small insight of my marriage, just my family, just growing. And every year it gets bigger or it gets better, or I grow or I learn something different, you know, about it. You know, I just feel like when people watch it, just understand it's TV. You know how we all watch that TV show or our favorite movie, and you look and there's that one actor or actress that you just don't like because they've done the worst thing in the show, but this is not real. So in our show, it's our life, but it's not all real. It's so much stuff that goes into that, so much editing, so much things that happens while we're filming the show for it can be exciting to the viewers. But when we leave that show, we're going home all in one piece.
Right.
We're going on with our real lives, and we're going to live to wake up the next day to prosper for what we actually do.
Yes.
You know, and it's entertainment, you know.
Oh, it definitely is. I was on one of the episodes from Trina Day.
Oh, yes, when I first got the key, right? Yes.
And I got my girlfriend called me, and she's like, "You're famous." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "Girl, you were on Hip Hop Miami." I was like, "I was on what?" And she's like, "You're everywhere." I said, "No, I think Trina is
That
the
was the
star
first
of that show."
day. That was the first time we filmed Trina Day, was when I got the keys.
And I know my hair looked a hot mess.
It didn't, actually.
Yes, it did. It was like...
No, it was like curly. It was just out. It was so good for the heat.
Yes.
Like the heat is what it was. It was definitely didn't look bad. It looked good. Trust
we
me.
have next level heat here.
We have really hot heat here.
We have
but
next
we gotta
level.
love it. We live in the best state. I think we have the best weather. You know.
Oh, we did. What we have for winter, like maybe 2 days. Of 60
so we can't complain. Everybody is flying here and making it so packed here to get into our city. It's like the tropical island of paradise for vacation. But this is where we're from and we live. You know, so every day is like this to us. Yeah.
So you just mentioned that you're having a book. You have a book.
I have a book.
Tell us about that.
The book is called The Baddest, and it basically just navigates my life, my journey, starting up as just a young girl in Miami, how I grew up, you know, how my parents owned like a store and a hair salon and all this stuff, and just how I kind of like navigated. I was like the popular girl. I had all the good friends, and we would just hang out, have a good time. Then I got introduced to music, and it really tells the story from me just growing up, like really on 15th Avenue.
And it's already published?
Yes, it's already published. It's already out.
Oh, I'm
going
to get it on my Kindle.
It's really amazing. I talk a lot of stuff about my mom, my upbringing, my family, just stuff I've done, music, you know, how I started, you know, being in real estate, just everything. I just kind of, you know, it's a really interesting story.
Cathartic to get it all out.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. Especially just because it's from myself, you know, opposed to like just reading it, you know, in some magazine or just on a blog or a clip or somebody else.
Or somebody else telling your story.
It, and they're like leaving out a part of, wait, I didn't say it like that, or that's not what it meant. But me telling it, it felt more surreal because this is my story. I lived it. I did it. So it felt good to like speak it.
I'm going to check that out. I'm going to get that. I'm going to download it on my Kindle.
Yes.
That's good. That's great. You. So that's another facet to you. And I want everyone to understand that because there's just not one of you, right? It's you, the wife, you, the cousin, you, the performer, you, the author, you, the advocate, you, the philanthropist. You know, it's all of that combined to make you. Because we often see each other and people would think, oh, I'm just a public servant. No, I'm not that.
No.
You have family and the pulls of life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The pulls of life.
Wearing many hats.
Are you still performing?
Yes.
Touring?
Yes.
And how is that?
I'm actually set for a tour later this year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm mostly just doing festivals and stuff now. But it's really good. I just did Tacos and Tequila Festival. I'm going to do the second one next week in Kansas. We just did Dallas.
Okay.
Super hot. It was super
Dallas has, their heat is different.
It was different
because you
level.
can walk
no
outside.
Beach, no water, no nothing. It was
you can
dry
walk
heat.
outside and you can see the heat waves.
Yes.
I was in San Antonio, Texas, and I walked outside. I saw the heat waves. I said, "What is that?
What is happening?" Yeah.
I went back inside.
It's a different type of heat in Texas.
Yeah, it's a different kind of heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And do you still enjoy performing?
I do.
And you do?
I do. Yeah.
The crowd, the energy.
The crowd is insane. You would think 25 years, they know every single song. I just sometimes hit the stage and before I say anything, they're already
singing
in the songs. Yeah.
But how does it feel to have different generations enjoying your music?
I love it. Even like the newer generation, the funniest thing is when I hear them say that their mom was listening to me. And now they're like, I love you, I'm a fan. Da, da, da. My mom played you so much when I was little. And then now they're here. And it's like, they're now the younger generation of the fan.
Yes.
You know? That's just an amazing feeling.
It is because you extend beyond. You know, some music doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So you hear some music and it stays right where it was.
And it don't go
but
anywhere.
25 years later, everybody's still talking about your music, singing your music, enjoying your music. I was telling my production team, you have that one song, Pull Up That Ass.
Pull over.
Listen, that's never my testimony. That was never my testimony. I couldn't sing it. I couldn't be it. You know,
you cannot pull over.
Listen, I used to be singing it and they'd be like, who are you talking about? But you know, I go through the motions, but they would clown me so bad. Listen, you know, God gave us all
our things.
That ain't mine. This may be, but
not.
So, you know, you can't have everything. You can't have everything.
Just got to be grateful.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, you just have to be grateful for everything.
Yes, absolutely.
So what's next on the horizon for you?
I'm just working, building. I'm actually doing trying to get ready to do a lot of production. I'm going to produce a movie I'm excited about. I'm super excited about it. I love the artistry of entertainment. I love movies. I sat down with a team to kind of navigate with me of how to go about producing the movie. I'm actually doing a movie of myself after the book. Actually, Mona Scott, she's doing that movie of me, but now I'm into my own movie head, and now I want to produce my own movie. Netflix, Tubi, all these networks.
There's so many outlets now.
There's so many outlets.
Yes.
It's so amazing. And when you think about it and when I look at it, it's what I love to do. And I'm really just focusing on that. That's what I really want to do. Besides I'm a realtor, so I definitely do it. I'm more focused on developing and building homes and, communities.
A lot of development is happening on 15th Avenue now.
Yes, a lot of development. It's almost like a new face. It's changed. It's for the better. It looks amazing. It's time.
It is.
It's been there forever.
The families deserve it.
They deserve it.
The families deserve it.
To drive down that street and see a new face, and see the city just build up. It gives hope to the people. It give the kids like something to look forward to. It was at one point it become just so like empty and like ghost town and just and dead, nothing there, no energy.
You could almost see the tumbleweed going down the street. Yeah. You could almost imagine tumbleweed just going down that avenue.
Yes. And it was such an amazing avenue and so much excitement and so much stuff was like the avenue was so much life, and then just to see it go all the way down, but I feel like, we have these phases, and now we're in a different phase and life is moving forward and so much different evolution and so many people that are coming forward to help and want to see the build up and want to see the city in a better space because it's just recycling itself.
Right.
You know,
it's a renaissance.
Yes,
now.
we don't want it destroyed. We want it built up. We want it to stand for something. It's legacy. It's you know. It's a lot of timeless stuff there. Like it's a lot of great memories and just things that we know. You know, I want to ride down that street whenever I get in this area and see these things. Like, you know, it's meaningful. Yeah.
I love that. We are heavily investing in that area, City of Miami, myself. I'm also investing in Liberty Square, which is now beautiful.
Yes.
And
it's
I'm
amazing.
helping to support a park that's going to go in that space.
Okay, in the open space.
In the open
Got
space.
it.
So the kids will have a place, a safe place
to play and have a good time.
And hone in on their skills, whether that be soccer or basketball.
Go outside and have fun. Kids
Get
don't
off
even
that
go outside
game.
no more.
Yes.
They on the game, they on the phones, they don't go outside. They
The
don't play
iPad.
kickball, they don't play hopscotch, they don't play double dutch, they don't like run, they don't race, like nothing.
Yes.
I'm like,
Go
what is
outside.
happening?
Yes.
We stayed outside, like having a ball.
It was, I remember my mother, she grounded my brother. He stayed inside for half a day and then went to my mom almost in tears and just said, "Can you just beat me?
I'm over it.
Just beat me.
I just need to
just
get
let me go outside. Just let me go outside."
I'm just over it.
Yeah, but you don't have that now.
Yeah, the kids don't go outside.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
And that's crazy because you need the sunlight, you need the exercise. We would ride our bike from 38th Street all the way dang near close to Opalaka and back.
Wow.
Just
to be outside, just having fun, just
you know,
riding.
Christmas we'd be at was Manor Park, roller skating in our sweatsuits, and you don't see that
You don't
now.
see that at all.
You don't see that happening.
You don't see that
today.
at all. Yeah.
Yeah, we're dating ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm dating myself.
Yes.
So, on Trina Day, what's going to happen? That's May 25th.
May 25th. I'm excited.
What's going to happen?
It's just going to be, I just want it to be just full of life, full of energy, full of excitement, full of people. We have some live entertainment. We have a lot of artistic, it's a lot of dancing and steps and lines and stuff now. Everybody, to me, is like, want to have fun when they come out. You want to have a good time. You want to dance. You want to party. So that's what I want to bring that energy to it. I always bring the Junkanoo. My mom, that's like a heritage from my family, being Bahamian. So I always do that to celebrate her in the moment. I have a lot of kids. We have scholar money we're going to give away to some of the kids that are doing great in school academics, a couple thousands of dollars that we're giving away. So it's going to be big, and we're excited about it. My foundation, the Diamond Doll Foundation, plus my husband is a part of a foundation which is called WATH, We Are the Help. And that's another foundation that helps out the homeless and people and the youth. And so they're going to give back as well. And yeah, we're just going to have fun. We got some entertainers that's going to perform. We got food. We got music. We got live entertainment. We got giveaways. We got everything. We got games, rides,
I love the
fun.
vendors.
The
I
vendors
love
are,
that our local
vendors
yes. are there, and you can taste a little bit of everything. Everything.
Every type of cultured food in Miami. So
you leave there stuffed.
Just go to the trucks and get different food and taste and try.
Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna be an amazing time. I'm gonna have fun. We're also filming it, so I'm excited about it. So yeah.
Good times.
Yes.
Good times
yes.
for all.
Yes. And it's gonna be hot.
Oh, yes. Bring your fan.
Bring your fan.
Dress appropriately.
Yes, dress appropriate, and definitely have a water.
Yes.
Because it's going to be hot.
Yes. And we'll be there also.
Yes.
We'll be there. Commissioner Hardiman will be there.
Yes.
The
You guys
mayor
always
will
show
come
out.
through.
Yes.
Yes, because he adores you.
Yes.
Our
I'm so
mayor
grateful.
adores you.
I'm super grateful.
That's great. That's great. So, is there anything else you want to share with us? We already got the tea for your book. You're doing movies. You're still performing. Anything else?
Okay, so with my mom's shop on 15th, we're thinking of doing it to like a daiquiri and smoothie bar.
I know. That's what I'm trying to get out of you.
Okay. See, I didn't know. Okay, so no, I just thought, because I love how the new location across the street is. It's going to be so many more families and just more people. I love daiquiris. I'm like a strawberry mango kind of girl, whatever. But I also love smoothies. I also love like ginger shots and stuff like that. So I feel like that I really make them at home, like now,
Mm-hmm.
myself. Like I always used to buy it and stuff. And I just got into this thing like, oh, let me get a cold press machine and start making these things, buy fresh ginger, buy fresh
Mm-hmm.
juice, and just make it. And I just feel like, we still got it. We living, and we need to be healthy. We need to be feeling good. We're in Miami. It's super hot.
Right.
It's a lot of kids like daiquiris, virgin, whatever you like, pina colada, strawberry, mango, whatever the choices. We haven't, really put that into play yet. And smoothies, like fresh made, fresh juices, stuff that's organic, stuff that's going to put like immune booster, stuff that's going to put back into you. Like, we could live, like we could live.
And we should have that option in our neighborhood. We
Yes.
shouldn't have to go outside of our neighborhood
to go find it.
to go find
I
it.
used to go so far, just even looking for like fresh fruit juices. I mean, fresh juice and like for really good ginger shots. I just like, I'm driving like 20 minutes away to go find this.
Yes.
So that's what really made me start making them at home, like a home thing, because it's like, I love it. Now I have my fridge all stacked up with already pre-made or whatever. But I just thought, it's something that's different. You wake up in the morning before you go to work, about to take your kid to school or whatever. You may need a ginger shot. You may need a booster. Your kid is in the car. It's probably too early for a little pina colada or whatever, but I don't know. Sometimes these kids, you might have to give them a little something to get them, and they don't. Sometimes they a little irritated.
Yes.
Just make them have some fun. One day won't hurt, or even after school.
But I was so excited when I heard about that venture.
Yeah. I just thought it was different.
Yeah.
I know it's a couple of. It's still like the mom and pop stores, and I did think. I love Miracles on the corner of 15 to 7. That's just like a staple part of Miami. Like, if you're from Miami, you know what it is.
Yes,
if you're not
you
from
do.
Miami, if you want the best kung fu, you have to go there. But when you come like right up in this area where we're at, I think I seen maybe like one place that sell food. I don't know, like some food places or whatever.
Because it's really a food desert right
Yes,
now. It's a food desert right now.
It's a food thing. Everybody has to eat every day.
Every day.
We got to eat something
And
every
we
day.
have to go outside of
we
our
have
community.
to go if you're not
to
in the
get-
house cooking. So it's that. So I thought of something different that we never had. That's not around that way. It's we don't have to go far. You don't have to drive twice. It's just right there. It could be fresh juice, fresh whatever in the morning, afternoon after work, whatever. But it's just something that's fun.
And there's so many families there.
It's a lot of families. It's a lot of kids. It's a lot of people. So yeah, that was the idea.
So now you're going to be an entrepreneur.
Yes. Entrepreneurship is my thing. That's kind of what I do. Like wear all the hats and do everything. But yeah.
And so how do you manage? Because you can do everything, but you can't do everything all at once. So
No.
what is your balance?
Um.
How do you relax?
Oh, I relax. When I relax, it means like I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to work. I don't want to wear makeup. I don't want to get dressed up. I definitely don't want to wear heels. I want to just like probably get a massage, just close off from everybody, the world, whatever I got to do, work, everything. I just need a moment to reset. I'm a fast resetter. I can't be still for too long. That's just the Sagittarius in me.
Okay.
But I like to do everything. I'm a person that enjoys the chaos. I love the aftermath. I love to see the production when it's done. It could be so much hectic going on. I don't care. Let's get to the final product. Let's get to the finished touch. And it's like, woosah.
Right.
But I love to be because I like to make sure it's all done. Something's not going right. Okay, let's go to plan B. Let's fix it. Let's get this. No, I don't care. What do you mean I don't have it? We can find it in 24 hours. Let's get it. I want it done. Like, I love the chaotic part of it. But
You are giving us type A vibes.
Yes, but when it's done, then it's like, calm down. Woosah, I can sit back and I can enjoy. Kind of like I did. This was my very first time doing a Mother's Day brunch. I did a Mother's Day brunch in Miami, in Wynwood. It was beautiful. I was traveling. I was going back and forth with me, my cousin, my family, the decor, the catering, just people, the whole shebang. And it was like FaceTime calls, Zooms, going to the venue, just checking everything out. And it was like a lot of stuff happened. I flew back in the day of the brunch.
Oh, wow.
So I was getting ready and they were there. The building hadn't opened yet. I was like, oh my gosh, what do you mean? It's almost 10 o'clock. Then I'm started getting panicking and it's like, okay, everything's going to work out. Now the caterer's in, the decor is in. When they sent me the first video of everything, I was like, it started coming together, feeling amazing, being beautiful. By the time I walked in, right now today, I'm still in awe.
Oh.
I'm still in awe. I still can't believe I really planned, executed what I wanted to do, and it happened exactly what I wanted to happen.
So rewarding.
Yes, that's
So
what I love.
rewarding.
But I honored just like some amazing moms that work into the industry, and just a lot of people came out. It was really, really amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So where could our listeners and our viewers, for those who are living under a rock, where could they get more information about everything that you're doing?
Well, you guys get from under the rock and find me. You go Facebook, Trina Rockstar. Rockstar has 2 R's on the end.
Okay.
So that's like ROCKSTARR.
Uh-huh.
That's Trina Rockstar, Facebook, Instagram. Do I have TikTok? I have TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah. That's like all the platforms.
And Hip Hop Miami.
Oh, Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Love and Hip Hop.
Season 7 is coming now. We're just starting to film on Trina Day, 2025. So we're going to make it magical.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now, we've come to a time in my podcast where I ask you a couple of questions. You
Okay.
don't-
Oh, God, the thinking skills got to kick. When you do that, that means...
Here we go,
Okay.
we go. Now,
Okay.
if you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, who would you want to break bread with?
Wow, I'm going to have to go back and say I have to just go back and bring my mom back to this new life, because that'll be the only person really that I want to sit and have dinner, have her cook it, my favorite, everything that I want to eat, just make everything. I'm not going to eat it all at one time, but so I could just box it and put it in the fridge. That would be my mom.
Another last conversation.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
What is your favorite song? Do you have a favorite
I have
song?
every song of Beyonce is my favorite song.
What?
One of my real favorite songs, every song of Beyonce, of course. But a song that I really, really love, that means a lot to me, it carries me and gets me through just how I'm, like, everything that how I carry myself would be Celine Dion, like Wind Beneath My Wings. That's like my favorite
Really?
song. Yes, I love Celine Dion.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
absolutely.
Have you ever met her?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I haven't. I haven't.
I'm going to put that in the universe
Yes.
for you to meet her.
Universe, yes.
To meet her. Do you have a favorite book? Can't say yours.
Oh my gosh, I know, right? Can't say mine. Oh wow, right now, I don't know. I would think. Well, I haven't read Miss Tina Knowles' book, The Matriarch. That's going to be the new book I read. So I'm hoping that's going to be my new favorite book.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What is your greatest adventure? What have you accomplished that or to come? What would be your greatest adventure?
Like something adventurous. For me, I would probably say it was skydiving.
You did that?
Yeah, I have a video. I was scared. It was my friend's birthday. We all were like, oh, we're going to just do it. And we get there.
Is it as scary as it looks?
No. That's the thing. It's the most exhilarating feeling in the world. Yeah. I got there, and once you get there, you go into this little room. So there's you and a couple other people that want to jump. And so it's just you, and just say if all of us was in the room. Now, they put us in this room, they turn on the TV, and when the TV comes on, there's this guy speaking, and he kind of lays down the rules of, this may happen, and we're about to jump out of a plane, and the end of his conversation is, well, you jump at your own risk, you have to sign a paper in death or something. It was like, what? Like, okay, now I'm getting nervous, but it's like, oh, I'm going to back out. They're like, no, you can't back out. I'm like, okay, so now, I get past that. Phase 2 is, you go to pay, you're paying, and then you decide if you want a jumper. A jumper is, well, you have to have a jumper because you're new. So you decide if you want to have yourself filmed. So you pay for you, and then the jumper is the person that's with you, and then there's the camera person that's going to get your footage of. You want that because you want to have a memory. Okay, cool, we did that. The next part is you get dressed up in like these suits. We do that, and you come back out, and then now they bring the jumpers in the room. So the jumpers come in the room, you see these guys all come in, and then they say, hi, my name is such and such, and I've jumped 4,000 times, or I'm such and such, I've jumped 25 times, or whatever, and then we go around the room. So when
I'm not
we're
taking the 25 time,
no, so
guy.
that's me. We're listening, and this guy was like, I'm such and such, and I've jumped 12,000. I was like, I'm going with him, because I'm like, I was so scared. I'm like, I'm going to go with him. So we get ready to go out. I did this little video talking about it. Now, here's the thing. You go in the plane, you get in there, the plane has no doors. It's like a small little plane, and everybody is sitting on the floor. So I was first because I was the scariest one. So then there's the jumpers that's here. So there's me, there's the guy in back of me that's gonna jump on my back. Then there's my friend girl and her jumper in the back, and then it just rotate everybody else. But now some of the jumpers, they're professionals, so they were showing off. I was too scared for that. So now I'm sitting in there and they're like taking off their shoes. They're like climbing out the plane on the sides outside. I'm just like, okay, I just don't want to go no more. But the thing is, once you're in the plane,
You got to go.
you got to go, because the plane only can go a certain amount of feet up in the air. I think like 13,000 feet or 15,000 feet. And then when it lowered to 13,000, that's when you jump. But now, and it's a certain weight balance. So once it goes up with the people, you got to get out of there so it can get out of space so it can move. So now it's time to jump. And I'm just like, I see them, they're jumping, they're outside. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to go. But you don't have the time to really think. It's like, everything is like a timing so the plane could kind of move. And I'm first, so the guy goes, you're going to get up on your knees, like kneel down, I'm going to stand behind you. And he's like, when I go 1, you put your hands up on the rail, 2, put them on your chest, and 3, we're going to jump. So now I put him up on the rail. But when it's time to take him off, I was like still here, but he had to get on 3. And when he got to 3, he grabbed him and just pushed me out. I thought I had almost lost my mind. I was so, but don't forget the camera person is in front of you, so you don't want to be in the air on your video just looking crazy.
Yes, I do.
No, because it is like when you get
Yes,
your video,
I would.
it's like, huh? I was kind of screaming at first, but then I kind of like, okay, so here's the thing. When you jump, you instantly gonna think it's a roller coaster. Like if you go to the fair, it's not like that. Gravity. When you jump out of the plane, your instant fear is, the first fear is because you're so far and you look down and you just throw out, you in the air. But once you out, the air sucks you up. So you never feel like that stomach drop or you don't feel, you think that's what the mind, but you don't feel that. You just kind of, once they throw you out, you're just floating and you feel the drop and then you don't feel nothing but being sucked and hold up there. So now we're up in the air. I'm having my eyes open and the guy's in front of me. So I'm like, the guy's like, put your hands up, wave, like, because your video got to be nice. And then all of a sudden I feel something on the back of me, like moving. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? Don't detach yourself. He was like, no, I'm in the parachute up. So just relax. He was like, I'm going to let go. And it's like, you're just doing it on your own. And I was like, no, you just hold on. I'm just going to just be right here, just looking. But it's like, I saw over the whole city, it was the most beautiful thing ever. After you get over the fear is getting thrown out of the plane. But once you're up in that air, you start like doing your thing because you feel more, so you don't feel like you're falling. You're just there floating. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I'm ready to go down now. I was just like, yeah, just take me down. So like he took the parachute down. And then we just came down slow and you just came like on the fall. But when I first got there, before I was first going on my walk out, there's the ambulance coming.
You almost talked me into doing it.
Right, no. So look, we see and I'm like, what's happening? There's the ambulance, they got the lights, it's going crazy. But this is one of the professional jumpers got injured just doing like a random crazy stunt. It had nothing to do with us, but it was like, them trying to show out, and I guess they fractured themselves. But it was like, you don't want to see ambulance the day you're about to go jump out of there. And you want to you're so nervous. Once you get off, once they throw you out, then you kind of, but it's people that go around the world and just jump all over the place, like jump in Dubai, they pay, sometimes people are getting paid to just jump. Me personally, I'm not gonna do that. I want to jump here at home in Miami. I don't want to jump out the country. I want to jump right here.
I don't want to jump. I don't want to jump.
But it's like a fear that once it's broken,
you're okay.
It was so fast. By the time we did it and we got in our car and we left, I'm just looking up in the sky like, we really just jumped out of a plane. It was just
I love looking out the window of a plane, looking at it,
seeing the clouds. I always want to see what's happening. How's the plane staying up here? How's it floating? The clouds going through and when you get up there, like you can see almost the whole Miami.
Wow. And
you're just floating like a plane, just flying, but you're stuck in the air. Whatever it is, that suction in the air, it keeps you like right there until you release the parachute and then it gradually just puts you down.
I'm going to think about that.
I think it's one of those things like a bucket list thing. Because it could be very...
Well, I don't want it to be the bucket.
No, I don't think it's going to be the bucket. I think you have an amazing thing because now I done already gave you a cheat code and told you it's not even bad when you jump out.
Right.
The only fear is getting up there thinking...
I'm scared listening to you.
Yeah?
I'm just saying. I'm scared listening to you still.
People always say, would you do it again? If my husband and cousin and sister, like I would have to make my intimate family do it because they're the fearful ones. Like out there, I can get them to do it. I'll do it another time because I already know what it feels like. I'm not gonna be as scared as I was at first. They're gonna be terrified. But yeah, I got my little video. I'll show you my little video.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good. But I was like, and then I had to say, oh, I want my film to be good. Like I need good footage. So let me go. I was like, hey. and waving and stuff. But
Yeah, I don't know.
good.
I don't know about that.
It was good.
Now, if you could go back 25 years
Mm-hmm.
to young Trina,
Mm-hmm.
what would you tell her?
I would just tell her, girl, keep doing your thing. Just keep on being the blueprint. Keep being resilient. Just keep on being humble and keep on just walking in purpose in whatever it is that you want to do. You know, like it may not have been music. That wasn't like really my choice. I love entertainment and stuff like that. But my real first choice was real estate. I just loved it. Like, you know, and then I became a musician, and then I loved it even more. I grew to make it a part of me. You know, every single day, 25 years, I stayed working on the road, performing, touring, you know, doing songs with some of the biggest artists that we have in our culture.
Yes.
I mean, almost everybody that you can think of, I've done a song with and collaborated with. And to me, just that alone, like, it means something, you know, it means a lot, you know. You know, times is different now. The music is changing and it's not as friendly as before. And, you know, I'm happy to have been a part of something that was pure, and I made great friendships and relationships to have been able to continue for 25 years.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Thank you for being a guest on the Kingdom Podcast, where all voices are heard. Stay tuned for my next episode of the Kingdom Podcast. But everybody, we love you. You are Liberty City's First Lady, First Lady Rap Royalty. I'm so happy to have had you on my show.
And I'm
Thank
happy
you.
you've had me, and thank you so much. And you continue to be amazing and being the voice of our city. We need you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a wrap.